Welcome to Admissions and 15 Adventures.
That was weird.
Yeah. Who do we think's going to be in this? There's Howard Purcell.
And welcome, folks, to the battle of the network stars, the 11th time around.
Well, this is 80. I don't know if he would be in here.
ABC and
I wonder if Gabe
NBC
Kaplan's
each
still
with 3
doing these
victories.
this time.
So this will be an impactful
doubt
competition in terms of the overall competitions through the years and the relative network team standings. In the meantime, quickly the rules and the running orders of
He
the
was a
events.
sports
You should be
mainstay,
familiar
though.
with them by
I
now.
mean, think
First,
about all the young
the
people of
kayak
today who
relay.
have no
Second, the
idea.
swimming relay.
Yeah.
Third, the 3-on-3 football event.
Oh, that ought to
And
be good
fourth,
football.
the baseball dunk. Then come in rapid order the obstacle course, the tandem bike relay,
Obstacle course.
the running relay, and finally the usually decisive event, the tug of war. And what do they get out of it? Each person on the winning team gets $20,000. Each person on the team finishing second gets $15,000. Each person on the team finishing third gets $10,000.
Wow, that's good
My
money back then.
co-host
Yeah.
of this competition, one of the great people in
Well, it's
all
also
of
an
television.
incentive for the,
And here, of course, is
the
Mr. Lee
stars,
Majors.
quote unquote.
Howard, what a
Exactly.
pleasure
God.
to hear
Give
and
it to
share,
him.
Mike, with
Lee
you.
Majors.
Lee Majors.
I've been looking forward to this afternoon, this day
His
for a
shirt
long
has
time.
his initials.
And I
on
tell
it.
you what, the
this
excitement
during
and the atmosphere of this
Fall Guy
crowd
run?
gets you into that
Had to
competitive
be.
spirit, doesn't it?
It really
80?
does. And listen,
That or
watch these
beginning
people
of that or the
practice.
end
You
is
can see
$6
for
million
yourself that the
man.
women play a very important role in it, as I
Remember when
suggested.
That's
6
right.
million
And if the
men
teams place
ended.
their women strategically in these events, it's all to the better, and all the scores will be tremendously
this
high.
ran on
I
ESPN
think
Classic.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of these people
Yeah,
in
I'm
actual
sure
competition.
something like that.
That's true.
For example,
What's
Maud
amazing is
Adams,
to
I'm looking
look
forward to
back
checking her
at
tattoos.
the
think.
technology. It's like so many
But
wires.
you know what? Let me just say this as an actor, for these actors and
Howard
actresses,
Cosell's
I
got
think
an
it's
earpiece
marvelous
that
that they
would
come out
break
here
an
and put themselves
influencer's
in a
neck,
position like
you know,
this
today.
to
So does Lee
expose
Majors.
themselves to the home viewers,
That's
these
heavy
people,
duty.
and they may be put in
His
positions
hair's
where
hiding most
they
of
may
it.
be made fool
That
of.
he still-
you
the hair he
know?
still
Maybe
has.
they've been in a kayak before. Maybe they've never run a foot race, and they don't know, but they're coming out with the enthusiasm
I gotta
of let's
say,
have
though,
fun, but yet there's a little
Casting
competition
Lee
involved there.
Majors as Ash Williams' father in Evil Dead was brilliant.
Number one, the kayak relay, an event that produces a lot of fun and a lot of confusion. Gabe Kaplan knows from the past.
Confusion.
Let's get a break.
Gabe Kaplan, he mentioned it.
You're the only
Oh,
guy
there
in
he
this
is,
kind of
yeah.
history of this competition to be the captain of
He's like a professional poker
Yes,
player
well,
now.
I'm hoping
Yeah,
that my show on NBC gets canceled.
And
so then I
evidently
can get
does
a
really
show
well
on
at it. He
CBS
also
and I can
did
actually captain
a
3 teams and be the first
basically a
person in
one-man
history to
show
captain
where
3
he
teams
did complete
because
Groucho
I
Marx.
just want to
It
spend
was
as much time with you as
actually
possible.
interesting.
You actually
I've heard that was
telling it like
good,
it
yeah.
is, because if one thing has been assured in your career, that's cancellation of any show you're a part of.
Oh, Howard! Oh, burn!
Closely scanning the scene, lovely Donna Mills and Jared Morton. Our commissioner, look at that face, Whitey Herzog.
Oh, my
Manager
God.
of the Year, National League. General Manager of the Year, National League. St. Louis Cardinals. That's the course. You begin
Whitey
from the
Herzog,
top, come down
not
to the
Werner
bottom,
Herzog.
negotiate around the buoy, and then
That would've
back,
been
and the next
really interesting.
participant takes over. And
Maude
starting off
Adams.
for
Oh, my
NBC,
God, we got a Bond
soon
girl.
to be seen in a new
A double Bond
NBC
girl, no
series,
less.
The Chicago Story. Beautiful
double
Maude
D Bond
Adams.
girl.
Then the smallish one
There's
from
Charlene.
Dallas, Charlene Tilton, leading off for CBS. And then a pretty good athlete from
Oh,
making
Ann
a living,
Jillian. Holy
Ann Jillian.
I had a
And so
huge
the
crush on
girls
her.
are about
Oh,
ready
my
to
God,
take
I love
off.
her.
And there are the rest of the teams. And Lee Majors with me to call the action. Lee, the girls leading off. Your observation.
A very interesting matchup. I think you'll find it very competitive. I'm sure that these girls all
And
have
those
some
general-
background
general
training and dancing
attitudes.
and on whatnot, and this is what's going to pay
Yeah.
off. They have great balance, more so than the men, and this will be the key to get a good lead for each
When
one.
was she on a
Good
TV
point
show,
right there,
Maude
Maude
Adams?
With that
I don't know.
superb
God
facial
damn,
bone
she's getting some
construction.
lead. Jillian was ahead of her
to
for
the
a while.
task, and look at Ann
She might have
Jillian.
been on
Short,
Dallas
chopping
or
strokes.
something
Now
like
the
that.
problem of the buoy.
Well, look at Maud Adams. She took a big wide turn, allowing Ann Jillian to catch up and get ahead here.
Yeah, but
And
Maud's
so
got
Jillian
fucking
has a
speed.
slight lead, but Adams coming on, poised in the center of the boat. That gives her a special
She wants that
forward
20 grand,
thrust, and so
goddamn.
she overtakes
Yeah.
Jillian. But
Who
Jillian
wouldn't?
is herself now poised in the center of the
Uh-oh.
boat.
Oh,
Almost
shit.
upright and
I mean,
recapturing the lead. So it's between the two
I'm
of
too
them.
busy looking at
Charlene
two beautiful
Tilton
women.
trailing,
I don't
and
care who
Maud
wins.
Adams comes on, and look at that lead.
And Julian having a little trouble there. So close, but yet so far.
Oh, they got to change.
Meantime,
Oh.
Gabe Kaplan off to what
Oh,
should
my
be
God.
a huge second lap lead.
Not
Charlie
as
Tilton bringing
beautiful.
the boat in ahead of Jillian.
Where you going,
Jillian
Gabe?
has blown it, but look
Well,
at Kaplan.
Cosell did mention
Quickly,
confusion.
He's into the CBS lane. He's
You fucked
having
it
all
up,
kinds
Gabe.
of trouble. He's wearing Jim
Just like you did your
Sipping's
TV
shirt.
show,
Jim
you fucked
Sipping
it
of
up.
Hill Street Blues. But that's not going to save him. He seems to have righted himself momentarily. But Mimi Kennedy of CBS and Kathy Lee Crosby of ABC both maneuvering
Yeah, this
their
looks like they're
boats
in a real
beautifully.
people run.
Even strokes.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
center
You
position
idiot.
on the boat. Giving
Have you
them
ever
good
ran in a
thrust.
boat
And
at
look
all,
Kaplan.
Gabe?
Lee, he is in terrible shape. Now the negotiation of the buoy. Kathy
He
Lee
knows about
Crosby
pitch,
getting the
doesn't he?
lead. She is a superb athlete.
He doesn't
And
know about
Mimi
boats,
Kennedy
apparently.
hanging in there. And Gabe Kaplan the wrong side of the buoy, but there's no rule against that. Finally getting around the buoy, but there's Kathy Lee Crosby. Beautifully
I
poised,
had another woman I had a
driving
huge
her
crush on
kayak.
for a
But
while.
Mimi
Oh, yeah.
Kennedy coming on.
Oh, my
staying
God.
with her.
Man,
This
she's
is a race,
going to fucking
and
town.
Kathy Lee in trouble.
Right at a crucial time, Howard, in the middle of the transfer. That's where it's important.
And so for the second time in a row,
Well,
ABC
maybe
in
we'll
trouble.
run it back,
Gabe
man.
Kaplan in worse trouble. He fell into the pool. Meanwhile, Lorenzo Lamas off for CBS
Lorenzo
because
Lamas.
of Kathy Lee's
Wow.
late trouble.
Another
And
name
that's
I ain't heard in a
Andy
while.
Stevens for ABC. He's a good athlete too, but he's got a lot of
He's-
making
that
up
guy-
to do.
that dude was on
As
Fall
for
Guy
Gabe
too, wasn't he?
Kaplan, the struggle now is for survival, for life. He may
Can't
drown
remember.
there. Look at Lamas.
hell is Lamas
Beautifully
on?
built young man.
Is that
and
still
a
Gabe
fine
Kaplan?
He's still-
athlete.
Yeah,
Out in
there.
front.
Hit it up so
Kaplan trying to
bad.
get
Oh,
back
my
in the
God.
boat. What good will it do him? He doesn't have the oar. It's in the other lane.
think
Meanwhile,
he's doing it
Lamas,
on
a
purpose.
wide negotiation of the buoy. The point
nobody-
that Lee
can't nobody
Majors
do that
made
goddamn
earlier
time.
with the women. Meanwhile, Stevens had caught
I've
up
seen him do
almost,
these things
but he's
before. I
trailing
think he's
again.
better in
Lamas
like the
coming
track and
on,
field stuff
caught in a
versus
parry.
I would hope so.
CBS,
Get on the
big,
water.
big lead.
Oh, God.
And Kaplan is finally
Well, he
back
got the-
in the boat.
he got
But
the boat
forget
up.
about NBC. Kaplan has
he's now in a
destroyed
lane that's
his
not even a
team.
lane.
Lamas coming
Yeah.
in with a big lead over
Riff.
Stevens.
Riff.
But you can never look at that. Lamas overturning the boat. CBS having trouble with the transfer. But Sam Jones of ABC jumps in and misses the boat.
Hey, he's still faster
He
than
gets the
Kaplan.
dunk instead. But Sam Jones has the lead for ABC. But look at where Sam Jones is in the boat, Lee Majors, at the back of it. And look at Jared Martin. Great center position for Jared Martin.
I have
And
never
Gabe
seen
Kaplan
somebody row a
still
boat
struggling to get
sideways.
somewhere, anywhere. But Jared Martin going beautifully. Sam Jones there in the back of the boat. Jared Martin is caught him. Now the negotiation of the turn. And Jones succeeds in rebuilding the lead. But Lee,
It's
what do
fun
you
to
think
sit
of
here
their
in my nice
respective
comfy
positions
chair
in
and
the
pick on
boat?
these people,
Well,
but
as you
that
said, Howard,
takes a
the
lot
most
of
important
athletic.
thing is get in the middle of the
It
boat so you
does.
can
No,
get that center
it does.
thrust.
I mean,
Notice
it's
now.
not something that I could have ever done.
Moving on.
I
Coming
think
on
you should have
strongly
rolled
is
the boat
Jared Martin.
straight at least.
Can he overtake Jones? It wouldn't appear
You have
so.
too much faith in me,
Again,
Chris.
NBC and that quick glimpse. Look at him.
Gabe
Well,
Kaplan
listen,
finally made it
he
back.
does it with the thrust that Lee Majors mentioned. Jared Martin and CBS has won the kayak relay. Captain Pernell Roberts into the pool.
Oh, my God.
Going in. The joy
Oh, my
is
God.
unconfined. And maybe it's time to take a look at exactly how
Yeah, you guys
Jared
aren't around
Martin
Shirley
won
and
it. Lee
Texas.
Majors, you call it in slow-mo.
Here we go, Howard. As you said, you're the one that pointed this out to me in practice. You told me that the positioning of the players in the boat is most important. You can see Jones over there. He's way back in the back of the boat. There's Martin. Look out. Look at the smooth strokes coming on fast.
And just nosing out, Sam Jones.
Lee Majors does not
What
give a
race.
shit.
No.
And now, let's talk with some of the winners.
He's got his 5,000
Congratulations, big
already in the
guy.
bank.
Thank you.
Final lunge,
Jared
and you just
Martin.
bailed it out.
Thank you. I didn't even, I had like vision was like this. I didn't even know what was happening, but I sensed that somebody was really close on the right.
Well, you overtook Sam Jones.
I overtook Sam Jones? All right.
Okay.
I'll stand for that.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Charlene, you got them off to a good start, baby.
Thank you, Howard.
Hold together.
I
Baby.
was so scared. I was just shaking it.
It was a different time. Listeners, it was a different time.
Shit would not fly
This is
now.
really incredible things. Just about
Purnell's like, no, talk to me.
No experience on this thing. They all stepped in it. Virgins, everyone, and came out champions.
Virgins, everyone.
Oh, again, it was a different time.
Good. I was hoping the commercials would be in this, but oh well. It wouldn't have been
Getting
period
ready
commercials
now for
anyway.
the swimming relay.
It would have been great if it had been, though. You know, like an ad for Anjali or something like that.
Each person
Yeah.
swims one lap width of the pool, and then the
Or,
anchor
Martini
leg
and
is
Rossi.
2 laps.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
getting ready around the Olympic-sized
nice.
pool,
Very nice.
and strange things are happening. What is that, a secret formula for Sam Jones? Let's listen.
Raw power.
So that's what they're calling Coke nowadays.
It just depends on which hole it
And
goes
let's
in.
talk to Gabe Kaplan.
You're an idiot, Gabe.
How come you're not
Have
swimming?
you ever
so
been in a boat before,
browbeaten by
Gabe?
the kayak disaster?
Well, I was trying to give the other teams a false sense of confidence. When they saw me floundering around in the water trying to get into that kayak, that was just to make them feel comfortable. And now, our heavy
Well, when
events
they
are coming up.
when they saw me
So
completely
they are
fuck
ready
up the
for the
entire run,
start of
that was
the
really
swimming
to
relay.
hammer it home.
And Ann Jillian's doing her own thing on the sidelines. She really gets into it, doesn't she? So does Maud Adams, the young lady of tattoo, which created such a storm. What a beautiful woman.
Did you like
It was like some kind of erotic film she was in.
We've
wasn't it?
already told you.
Baby?
Each of the
I
first
think it
4
was,
swimmers, 1 lap, the width of the pool. Anchor person, 2
Little
laps.
something for the ladies.
All right, questionable CBS strategy. Charlene Tilton pitted against 2 men. And it shows almost immediately.
God, Kelly
Right.
Clark.
It's a
Holy
showdown between
shit.
Jim Sicking in the middle and Scott Baio to the left. And
Scott
incredibly,
Baio.
Sicking is
Baio,
more than
whoa.
holding his own. NBC in the lead as they go into lap 2. Christina Raines against Thelma Hopkins. And way out of it is CBS. Christina Raines, close lead over Thelma Hopkins. Christina Raines ready to give it over to Fred Willard, and she does.
Fred Willard.
And then Donna Dixon comes in, but she is trailing.
Oh,
Fred
this
Willard
is,
building up the NBC
Dan
lead.
Aykroyd.
He's in the middle lane. Forget about CBS in this race. They are dead out of it. That was
Yes.
Purnell
All
Roberts.
right,
But you
listeners
saw
and
Melissa
watchers,
Gilbert
you got to
go in.
understand,
And
Howard
Andy
Cosell
Stevens
was
will
a
be trying
big
to make
deal.
up
Oh, he was
territory
huge.
against
And
little
he
Melissa
called
Gilbert.
everything,
And Stevens
and his
is
mouth was his
closing in.
moneymaker,
The
and it was also his
people
mouth
will
that got him
determine this
fired.
race.
Look
There
it
is a
up.
scant lead. Mark Harmon goes off, the anchor person. Harmon building up the lead over Sam
Harmon?
Jones. Mark Harmon, a great athlete.
man.
Watch that flip
What the
turn.
hell was he in at
Mark
this
Harmon
time?
off by himself. What a magnificent stroke. You'd think he would throw
Ain't
in
elsewhere on
touchdown
that far
passes.
back.
It's going to be
Flamingo Road, I think.
NBC and
Oh,
Mark
God.
Harmon for
Him
the
and Morgan
victory.
Fairchild, yeah.
NBC, an easy second, dead last, CBS, which started dead last with Charlene Tilton. A good race and a great victory for NBC. And of course, Mark Harmon, the key figure. Why wouldn't he
God,
be
he's young.
jubilant? Let's examine
There
the
you are.
victory in slow motion. And watch
Big
this
buttery
as
slabs of Mark Harmon.
was building up the lead over Sam Jones. Watch particularly the brilliance of the flip turn. You can see the athlete in this man. Look at the way he kicked off. And watch him as he comes down the stretch. And let's meet
glistening
the
body.
winners with
Boy,
Lee
God,
Majors
hey.
right now.
Okay, here we are.
Look at
Mark
that
Harmon.
stroke.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Now
Lee.
look at Mark
Kick.
Harmon's
You're a great anchor man.
I was expecting to go right to the bottom.
Listen, we all know that you were a fantastic quarterback at UCLA, but nobody knew that we had this swimming prowess here. You been practicing on us?
No, I didn't know it either, to tell you the truth. I'll tell you, the rest of the team is who did it. And, come on over here.
It's a great team effort. Christina Raines. Congratulations. Yeah. What a team, huh?
guy that is Freddie Willie.
Yeah.
They're all tied. Interesting. I'm starting to call this is rigged.
Can you imagine the meetings, the conferences between those three networks to get this put together? That must have been
It would not have been anything like it would be today.
Oh no, it wouldn't happen today.
I didn't hear a thing you just said.
Crosby's replacement is warming up. Final game, football competition coming up. ABC to go on offense. Scott Baio talking to his two women, and Jillian and Donna Dixon.
Technically, everything he said was correct, except for the potential sounding of ownership.
Crosby hurt, unable to continue in the competition. Baio back to pass. Pumping once, then throwing across field, right into Ann Jillian's hands, and she couldn't hold it. Right there, the penalty of not having Kathy Lee Crosby. Of course, Baio is chagrined. Why wouldn't he been? And the thoughts inevitably turn to Kathy Lee. Lee Mage is over there with her now. Let's listen.
Solar with a kiss.
Okay, we're here with Kathy Lee Crosby, who's in a lot of pain, and we're just getting ready to get some transportation to get her down to the Malibu clinic, get a little X-ray on the knee.
Yeah,
looks like there might be
You're thinking Sarah
or some strained ligaments.
Yeah. She was the one on Real People.
This is the things that we don't want to happen.
I got it totally mixed up, even though they were basically the same damn show.
Yeah,
I guess you ran into Donna Mills there, and she stepped on your foot and twisted your knee, and down you went. I saw that, and I saw the agony of the face there, so we knew something was wrong.
Understanding we're football players now. I mean, when you go down and it snaps, boy, that's it. You can't move.
Fran Tarkington would be very proud of you, I must say.
He's so mad.
And that spill was incredible. We're going to get you out of here right away.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Good work, Lee. 2 plays transpired while that interview was going on. Let's pick up with the action right here and now.
There's nobody gives a shit anyway.
Quarterback.
No, it's like the
Looking to
All-Star game.
produce a score for the ABC team.
Any All-Star.
Final competition in 3-on-3 football. Baio back, looking, throwing. Andy Stevens claiming interference, but to no
Who is that
avail.
guy? Stanley Stevens?
Simultaneous.
Andy Stevens.
They went for the
You'll know
ball
Andy Stevens.
and the play.
Yeah, you'll know when you see it.
Here it is. Watch. See if you agree with the official's call. You heard one of the officials in the background, a good no call. The huddle.
Okay. Crisscross.
Scott Baio calling for a
Okay, you
crisscross
two
in
go
the
into the
passing
end
routes.
zone and try to catch the
This
goddamn
kid
ball.
is a fine athlete.
Exactly.
The throw. And a great catch by Andy Stevens. ABC breaks through with a 5-pointer. Girls are elated. We're going to look at that one again in slow motion. Scott
still
Baio
got
had
nothing on
called
him.
for a crisscross route, you'll remember.
I know the play. I
But
couldn't
no,
tell you anything
A.B.
you've on, but I've
Stevens
seen him in several
moving
things.
past his defender, the ball just over the defender's outstretched hands, and a fine grab by Stevens. Over there, Lee Majors keeping
Watch the
his
hands,
word.
watch the hands.
Kathy Lee Crosby
Somebody
about to
bastard
be
been in a
taken to the
goddamn sling if that
Malibu
happened to
clinic.
somebody else.
Oh, God.
And what a gamester she is, because she is
wouldn't have
clearly
even
in
had to
a
have
lot of
been a
pain.
quote-unquote
Back to
major
the
star
action.
either.
This will be
I
ABC's
mean, she
last
was.
play on offense.
She's not somebody
Scott
off in
Baio
the sidelines.
in
She was
command
one
at
of like
the
the three
quarterback
main
position.
hosts of her
ABC
show.
Yeah.
desperately wanting more points. Looking downfield. Forget it. Forget it. Mark Harmon defending so effectively. You saw Harmon's disappointment at not intercepting.
Scott Baio is still a
NBC
disappointment.
moves on offense. ABC leading
things never
in
change.
the finals of the football competition. 5-0. Let's join the huddle.
You go straight out. You stop at the 5-yard.
Turn, and then go straight ahead again. Don't stop
straight ahead.
completely, though. Just kind of turn
Just
over.
make like you're stopping. I'll take the ball and then go straight out.
Clearly, Gabe Kaplan intends to
thought
take
that was
advantage
Melissa
of
Garrett.
Randy Oates' superior athletic abilities.
Well,
There
let's
is no
hope he can
Kathy
throw a
Lee
football
Crosby
better
on
than
the
he
field.
piloted a
Kaplan looking
kayak.
downfield for Randy
No, he
Oates.
can't.
Perfect. all alone by herself. She suckered Donna Dixon exactly as Gabe Kaplan wanted her to. Let's look at it in slow motion. Lee Mage is back with me now. Randy Oates goes downfield, slows perceptibly, right in front of Donna Dixon. Donna Dixon moves in front, makes the key mistake, and on goes Randy Oates. Whoa, what a terrific performance by Randy. Now the hug.
She's going to say we both take off and just, I go first.
You go first. You cut first.
All right, again, to use Randy Oates. Kaplan, acting wisely, knowing exactly what he's doing. The score tied at 5. Again to Randy, all alone as she cut right.
I think they should have done tackle football. I think that would have been.
Look at it again. The only way that NBC can lose would be if ABC had 3 interceptions. Hardly likely, is it? Look at the way Randy cut. How do you like her, Lee?
Say she has great moves is an understatement. Watches the ball all the way into her hands.
Read it right into those hands. And so, 10-5, NBC. The huddle. The men take over.
I'm done with this shit.
Fred Willen, Mark Harmon, the intended receivers.
Mark Harmon is
to be
the
watched
quarterback.
close.
Why is he
Remember
not
the need
Yeah,
for
that's
the
a good
intercept.
question.
Kaplan throwing. And Sam Jones gets the first necessary intercept. Almost unbelievable. ABC not giving up. Defense taking over. Look at it again. Now you will watch the way Jones plays off road and quite legal right there. The bump, and then Jones moves on out, sees the pass, and it's 10-7. Again, we'll go back.
And their shorts are so short.
NBC huddle, suddenly pressure grows on NBC.
I've seen trees more than Fred Willen.
Yeah.
This time, make no mistake. He's going to go to the great athlete from UCLA.
Give the man a break. He traveled all the way from Thursday to be here.
Oh, look at that. Came in right in front of Harmon, and it's 10-9. And Melissa Gilbert shows her developing fears. We'll look at this one again.
Howard.
Scott Baio makes a great interception here.
Yeah, seriously, people, look up
Harmon
how Howard Cosell got fired.
There comes the ball, and there comes Baio right there. Great move.
Brilliant timing. 10-9.
Almost as good
Randy
as
Oates
how
is now
Jimmy
suddenly
DeGroote got
worried.
fired.
Can't believe what's happening. The huddle.
Coming down and going to the deep corner. It's only underneath me going that way. Got it.
Is that a beer can or a soda can?
I don't know why they had this jackass thing.
Kaplan knows what he's got to do. Not be intercepted.
Well, I mean,
he wasn't. Scott Baio desperately trailing Harmon, but Mark Harmon,
probably because he can't run or shuffle faster than Harmon can.
Competition.
And Harmon could probably hang on to the ball better
Mark
than
with a hug and a kiss. Not a bad thing. Let's look at it again in slow motion.
Gabe Kaplan making amends to his team for his poor showing in the kayak. Delivers a beautiful pass. He threads the needle. A wise decision to use an all-around quarterback.
More like the announcers will never let it go.
Take advantage of that speed and great hands, Howard.
Hey, that's pretty piss poor.
And Scott Baio giving it all he could, but it wasn't enough.
So doesn't CBS get to play football?
Well, they might not necessarily show it.
And they played during the whole Kathy Lee, Gifford, or Griffin, or Crosby, or whatever the hell her name is, interview.
We're waiting just to begin the baseball dunk.
Baseball dunk?
Beautiful Angela.
The thing where they drop them in the water.
ABC show. And I understand that you are a co-record holder in this event with 6 points.
Melanie Chardoff and I hit 2 out of 3 last time. I don't know how we did it. We had a lot of good luck. We were practicing. I was practicing this last time, and hopefully we're going to get the same kind of luck. Maybe
She was
3
on
out
that
of 3
show where
this
she
time.
played like a ghost or something,
And
right?
there are the
Remember that
donkeys.
show? The one I
Rearranged
remember
names
before was when she
selected
was a
as the
waitress.
ones to be
Yeah,
selected
there was like
by the
3
dunker
women
to
who
be
were
dunked.
waitresses in a cocktail lounge.
Right.
I don't remember the name of it.
All right, you heard the announcement. Christina Raines of Flamingo Road leads off
Oh, jeez.
for NBC. Now let's see whom she selects as the donkey.
Not on your team.
She takes Charlene Tilton, Lee. I wonder why she selected her.
I don't know.
He looked really happy to be doing this.
He can't figure it out either. There goes little Lucy Ewing into the tank.
Now, Christina, don't hit me. I really don't like going to Fairchild. I swear I don't.
All right, Tina. Let's see what
Look
you
at
can do.
Fairchild, who's probably too good for this.
Remember, each
Afraid she'd
thrower
break a
gets
nail.
3 shots. And
You
Tina
throw like
has
a
already
girl.
missed 2. She got her. She got her. I
Ooh, the right
suppose Lee
reaction
and the
there.
fish are a trifle happier at this point.
Yes, Howard, I would say there are a lot of happy little goldfish there.
So NBC assumes a 3-0 lead, and we're going to look at it again in slow motion.
Because it's fun.
That's the look that invariably happens. The utter dismay at
Look, the
realizing
Penguins are
you've
beating the
got to
Coyotes.
go in, but never before with goldfish. 3-0. NBC in the lead over the other 2 networks who, of course, have yet to throw. We'll keep a running tally for you of the NBC score as we go. Fred Willard up next from Real People.
Remember him
Fred
being on
Willard,
Real People.
who's got
I
the body
remember,
and the arm, and he selects. Well,
what,
now
the
that's
chick
not too
and,
bad a selection, is
Bosom
it,
Buddies.
I think that was
That
a
was the
great
show with
choice.
Tom Hanks.
For reasons that appear
remember the name of
even
that
more
show Aunt Julie
obvious
was on.
as the scene develops. Donna Dixon.
Is
Up
it like
into
It's
the
a
tank.
Living or something?
Yes, that's it. It's a living. Yes.
This is a scene the goldfish must love.
What is with the goldfish comments?
All right, Fred Willard getting ready to throw.
I don't. I'm starting to wonder.
Feet off. Get your feet off.
You're supposed to be insulting him, Donna.
ABC looks on. I told you he had the arm, not the accuracy, but the arm.
We just made the ball bigger.
Well, it's for sure everybody's rooting for him.
It was really cold that day.
Oh, he did it.
There go the fish. We got to look at that one again. If there was any question about the ability of the fish to survive,
Hello.
look at her face as she realizes she's going down under. Now there can be no question
Lord.
about the ability of the fish to survive.
They've
like-
actually got fish in there. Oh my God.
Yes, they do, don't
Now
they?
Fred Willard coming up for his last throw. NBC now at a running
That shit
total of
was
6.
dry today either.
Nope. Accuracy not there. So Donna escapes with a life.
The next thrower for the
And
NBC team, their captain,
Goldfish, not
Captain's coming
piranha.
up as we
Howard.
look at Donna Dixon.
I didn't hear a
The
thing he
immediacy of
said.
the
I was
arena.
looking at her chest the whole time.
Okay, here's Gabe Kaplan deciding on who he
Listen,
wants to
Mark.
try and dunk.
I don't
Uh-oh, he's
remember that
casting
show.
an evil eye
I
on
don't
you,
either.
Howard. You know, I think he may want revenge on your earlier commentary on his kayaking ability.
orthopedic underwear on.
Come on, they're all rooting for you, Howard. What do you say? Get up there. Give him a break.
I think not. Kaplan is wrong. I heard what he said. I am wearing my orthopedic underwear, and Pernell Roberts, the ultimate donkey,
I don't want to
is
know
wearing
about your
something
underwear,
less than
Howard.
that. Roberts moving in. Kaplan taking the proceedings seriously. As you noted at the end of the 3-on-3 football league, Kaplan has
It's
gotten
funny.
out of the kayak. He's making
Isn't it?
amends for that tragedy.
It's funny.
Purnell there was monkeying around, as we saw.
You suck,
Well, he
Kaplan.
throws the football pretty good. Let's see how he does with this.
He got that.
Bullseye.
He got it. They're up to 9 points. Roberts goes
Don't get
in.
the hat wet.
Look at it in
It's
slow
in my
motion.
contract.
Down goes Purnell,
And with
holding
such
the
grace.
cap aloft. Yes, almost as if he were the victor.
Trapper
You
John.
know. That's
Trapper
a
John,
marvelous man,
MD,
that
sir.
Roberts. A Again.
Got it.
So NBC is up to 12 points as we look at that one again. NBC doing very... Look at that. How do you like that expression, Lee?
Look at the timing of the hat. Marvelous.
This is a fun event.
So that's where Alan Rickman got that face he pulled when he got dropped
in the
off the
baseball
Nakatomi
dunk,
Plaza.
leads off for the ABC
That's not right.
team. As she told Lee
Said the show was making a living. That's not right.
Previous tie for the women's record in this event with 6 points. She is throwing and has selected as her donkey Jim Sickett, Howard Hunter, the comical SWAT leader in Hill Street Blues. Veteran actor.
I saw him in a really strange movie called Final Approach.
All-purpose performer.
A
man who's got a sense of who he is and where he's at.
Never seen him in anything other than Hill Street Blues.
Who he is and where he's
at. He did like a
Angelin
one-shot in MASH, I think.
Yes, you're right about that. You're right about that. Take back what I said.
Dead-eye. Down goes Sickett. Lee, she is amazing. Let's look at
Those
it in
poor
slow
goldfish.
motion.
A perfect toss here, Howard. Keeps her eye right on it. Got great form. There's a man that's not too happy.
He's got marvelous expressions. He does as much with his face as he does with his voice. Great actor.
Oh, my.
I don't believe her.
Amazing.
Did it again. Again, we'll look at it in slow motion. Lee, your observation.
Howard, she has a little luck going for her here. Not quite on center, but just enough. That's all you need. And down goes Sickett again.
Delayed reaction for Jim Sickett. And he's got to be
boring.
beginning to wonder about this lady with her remarkable record in the baseball dunk. And there she is, ready to throw again. And that was a good
That's why they got. That's part of why they got.
goes down for
so
the
slow to do it.
consecutive time. And Jillian
Well,
has
these
set
people
a
are listening
new
in,
women's record for the baseball dunk. She alone, a total
Sure, they wrote him a
of
fat
9
check.
points. What a beginning for ABC in this event.
Well, again, it was a different time. This is modern times. He would have demanded, 20,000 per dunk. Tony Todd got something written into his contract that
with the competition, the baseball
he would get
dunk.
an extra
In the interim, having
$25,000
added
for
6
every
points
sting
through the
that he
efforts
got
of
from
Sam
bees
Jones
that
and
were in his
Thelma
mouth
Hawkins.
when he was
ABC
filming
has a total
Candyman.
of 15.
Oh, my God.
Scott
And
failed to throw.
he did it. He put
Melissa
real
Gilbert,
bees in his
the
mouth and had them come out,
would-be
like the scene
And
demanded.
Scott Baio.
And he did get stunned. It made some bank.
Perfect hit. Down goes Melissa. 18 points in the running score of ABC. Slow motion. Look
She's
at
cold,
that
too.
expression.
Yeah, she is.
Melissa Gilbert. Earlier, we remarked upon what
They
a
only
great
had 8
actress she
schools
has
back then.
become. Unanimous raves for every succeeding
I'll
dramatic
take what I
performance
can
by
get.
this young lady. And Scott Baio did it again. So the running score of ABC as they're on their way to potentially a record score is 21.
Oh, no, Scott. Don't get... Oh, she's pissed.
Oh, Scott wants more.
Don't get her any more wet, Scott.
There's no let
don't
up
do
in this
that.
kid. An intense competitor.
Little House on the Prairie
and Randy
still
Oates
on
not
this
happy
time?
with the shape of
Must have
things.
been.
Oh, 80? Oh, yeah.
I can't think
Melissa
of any other
getting
shows
herself
that
set
she's
again,
been on as a
fearing the
regular.
worst. And he did it again. 3 out of 3. 9 points registered by Baio. The running score for ABC is 24. We look at it again in slow motion.
Well, here's little Melissa Gilbert. But of course, as that's what she's referred to, but she certainly has grown up.
And she takes it with as much good grace as possible. She hugs Scott, and on comes Andrew Stevens of Code Red.
Okay, the face looks
tough
familiar.
Athlete
Yeah.
who showed so well.
That was the show with, what's his name? The other guy that was in Bonanza. Warren Green. They were firefighters.
Oh, God, I don't remember that.
All right, you get the story. That's the fullness of the story. Randy
She
Oaks,
looks
not
happy.
a designated
Wow,
donkey,
she's pissed.
but good sport that she is. She's willing to let Andy throw at her. I was remarking earlier that Andy had shown so well in the
Get a
football
small kick and I
competition.
hate you.
It looks like Randy is doing a little distracting here, Howard.
I'm not sure that it's working with Andy.
Oh, Andy swings for the other team.
Stevens will have no part of it.
Well, maybe it's working. So far it is. That's it. That ties the record. ABC ties the total points record for the baseball dunk event.
Oh, my.
And so the Goldfish have another fling. Randy Oaks. Well, look at this dunk in slow motion.
Oh,
what
my
a
God.
girl. Born in a Midwest town.
It'd be
Buck
canceled
Ellis
so
in
fast
49,
nowadays.
Came to New York.
Yeah, they would.
Succeeded
never
as
even
a
got
model.
off the
Came to
production
Hollywood and has succeeded as
Now
an
we got-
actress.
Now we
in
got
Chips.
fucking
Randy Oaks.
reality TV to make up.
CBS about to start
Well,
calling
if it's
Mimi
been on
Kennedy,
like
the
in
two
the
of us.
in the mid to late 90s on
Adams
Fox,
as the
then all the women would be in
Maud
bikinis.
Adams, so beautiful,
Right, bikini,
co-star of the
bikinis,
movie
yeah.
Tattoo, about which there was so much controversy.
rather surprised they
involving
weren't in
the
this time.
extent of her
They would be
relationship
dunked
with
in baby
co-star
oil or
Bruce
something.
Stern, who was quoted as saying certain things about the extent of the relationship between them. But right now, Maud Adams more concerned with Mimi Kennedy and the throw and the miss, which is obviously a great relief. And then that, and the hit, and Maud Adams goes into the dunk. So the Goldfish
Then she
are
was on a
alive
show called
and well.
Chicago Story, and I have
Maud
no
Adams
memory of that
with
at all.
Melissa Gilbert.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you something. A pair of major talents. Maybe differently
Look at the
postured,
pair of
but major
major
talents.
We're looking at their
Called
major
upon
talents
again.
right now.
In the meantime,
We know what you're
CBS has
talking
gone
about
up
there,
to
buddy.
9 points. 3 established by Jared Martin, 3 by Belinda Tolbert. The last person to go, Pernell Roberts, throwing at Randy Oaks. What a perfect hit, and down goes Randy. There had been badinage between the two because it's common knowledge that Greg
I don't
Harrison,
remember
who's
hardly anything
Gonzo
about
in
this,
Trapper
but it's just
John,
like,
is
I
dating
didn't realize how
that young lady, and she
low
said,
budget
I'll
cheap
tell
it is.
Gonzo.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
I mean, I guess they just did things different, but it seems like there'd be a little more glitz or something to it.
All right, Pernell Roberts, ready to go.
Well, I mean,
A miss?
this is only like simple
Andy more
sporting
cheerful.
and fairground
Get the
games. I mean,
mascara out of the eyes.
It's probably not costing them that much,
And
even for
the hit!
flying all these people
Randy
out
down
to this
under
island
again.
or whatever,
So
wherever the hell they are at.
CBS with a total of 15 points as Pernell runs over to help the lady of Greg
Fuck you,
Harrison.
Pernell.
And ABC stands triumphant in this event, the baseball dunk. So,
That's,
as we
that's not
conclude
bad.
the baseball dunk competition with both of them going into the dunk,
Can you imagine Peter's reaction if they did that now with a real live goldfish in the tank?
Oh, fuck, no.
They'd send a couple of starry-eyed college students to go throw tomato soup on something. And glue themselves to the grass.
Okay, now the first obstacle is the crawl through or the trampoline. You have to crawl under this. And you get under it any way you can. You crawl, roll, or dive. I have the words for it. Then next are the tires. The tires, I think, are probably the most difficult part of the course. You have to hit each tire, and your foot has to land in the grass, or else you're penalized. Now, another part of the course, which is very hard, are the monkey bars. You have to grab the first one and the last
Sure
one.
thing,
Whatever you
Scott.
do in
Whatever you
between
say.
is up to you. Is up to you. If you fall down, it's a penalty. You have to go back and do it all over again. Now,
They should maybe bring this back now with whatever stars are left alive.
this also you
from
do
this
anything you
era.
want. You can
Battle of
climb,
the
you
Network
can
Stars reunion.
jump, you can flip
Yeah,
yourself
exactly.
over. And now we come to the end. The jungle
Wheelchair
spoon is
race
small.
to the tapioca
Before we
table.
get wet.
Yeah.
And then you just race on to the end, and hopefully you beat whoever you're up against.
And now
Thanks
we
for that
come
fascinating
to the final
display
matches.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oaks
it's
against
Scott
Kennedy,
Baio. It's the equivalent of
Harmon
reading the phone
against
book. anyway.
Lamas, and as
Yeah.
always on hand, Lee Majors.
With Mimi Kennedy of the two of us. And that's what it's boiling down to right now with the two of you. You and Randy Oates.
That's right.
And
I can think of
understand
something that
Randy
3 of
Oates
us
had
can
the
do.
fastest time in the preliminaries. You have your work cut out. What do you think's going to be your strategy here?
My strategy is to breathe and watch those tires and try and dance through them a little bit and go as
I'm
fast
gonna
as
lay
I
low
can.
and then
I'm
come
standing
back in
next to a
20 years,
formidable
I'll down
opponent,
there
and I'm going as fast as I can.
Listen, you did a fantastic job in the preliminaries, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Randy, fantastic in the preliminaries. Can
Thank
do it
you.
again?
Lee, quit trying to imitate
I'm
Howard.
waiting
God
for
damn it.
5 minutes from now when it's all over. I'm just watching the tires, same as me. They're scary.
As Howard said, the grace of a gazelle.
Did Howard say
Howard said that. Good luck.
That fucker.
Okay, thanks.
All right, we're ready now for the women's final. Best cumulative time. NBC against CBS. Quickly, Randy to the lead. On the tires and out of them. The monkey bars. Mimi Kennedy trying to catch up but having trouble on the bars. The low bar.
Oops.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I so
Maybe
want Gabe
Randy
Kaplan to
Oates
do
was
this.
hurt. Then over the swamp. And then quickly into the finish. Randy Oates clearly, easily the winner. Let's talk with him. Hey, Randy,
It's not
are
as
you all
fun
right?
as watching
The way
Takeshi's
you
Castle,
landed.
but
What's the
it's a lot more pretty.
The way you landed on your head coming over the low wall, I was concerned.
Howard, it's the only place that can't hurt me.
In the head.
I just hope
We
it was a
get
good
it.
enough time.
Oh, well, we'll find out about that in a minute. A good effort by Mimi. Mimi, come on over here, baby.
What? I beat myself?
Better time than the last time, Randy. That's unbelievable. 23:50. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
What did Mimi have?
I shaved.
26. You improved your
I
team.
shaved about
You're darn right. You've kept your team in the fight. It now all depends on the men.
Congratulations.
And you should be congratulated, too. That you are graceful as Lee suggested.
He said you
No,
suggested it.
Well,
look
I
at
did,
this
as a
shit.
matter of fact. He always steals my lines. You know that. Take care of you.
Okay,
Good luck to you both.
Thanks, Howard.
Creepiness is just oozing through the
Great
camera.
effort by Randy Oates, and NBC leading by 3.06 seconds. But this picture needs no words. Follow Randy.
Oh, look at you now.
I wonder how much they
now,
paid those
we're ready
people to
for the
chant the
finals in the
network
men's division.
name.
Best cumulative time wins, you remember? Mark
This was
Harmon,
back in days when people
Flamingo
were really
Road.
excited to get a chance
Determination
to meet
etched in the
these
visage, as Lee Majors would put it.
It's not like it
and
is today where they would
Lorenzo Lamas.
have like big
Lorenzo
beefy
of the
security
great
dudes
muscle.
ready to pummel you into the ground
They're
if you
ready
look
to
down.
take off. If Lorenzo can beat Harmon, it'll be an interesting
I watched this shit when it was on for the first time.
Before the race. Remember how I showed him?
I remember watching this once or twice. It wasn't ever something we
Yes,
spent a lot of
poor
time
Fred
with.
Willett. He had to go against
I
Scott
think we
Baio.
watched
Forget
it.
it. They're off.
We
Mark
watched it
Harmon
quite a
quickly
bit,
under the
from what I
trampoline.
remember.
Right into the tires.
This should be
Mark
Gabe
Harmon
Kaplan
building
versus
a
Pernell
lead.
Roberts.
Lorenzo trying to
Yes.
hold fast on the monkey bars and off. Harmon over the high wall. Lorenzo struggling at the high wall, not able to go over it. Harmon over the swamp. Harmon in with an easy victory. Lorenzo, oh my goodness, look at that. Hurting the left foot, maybe the left knee too, in obvious agony. NBC clearly has won
in
the
obvious
obstacle
agony,
course
guys.
event. And they are a jubilant group. But let's look at it again in slow motion to see what happened to Lamas.
All I can think of is anybody
Remember,
today
his
they would be
troubles
screaming,
began
"Fire
at
my
the
agent!
high wall
Fire
and
my
were
agent!"
compounded here. The swamp, the left
He
foot.
did- ooh,
Look
he
at
did
the
land
pain.
bad.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
he
knee
did.
injured too. Struggling on, unwilling to give up.
Take it from
But
somebody
that's
who's
what
got a
happens
fucked up
in the
knee and his
battle
head
of the
gouged
network
from time. That
stars. The
fucking hurts.
competition grows serious. Being helped off. The time nowhere near Mark Harmon's.
Next up, a minefield run.
No goddamn way they would do this now. Any chance of these people getting hurt nowadays?
Oh, no. It's far too litigious.
Oh, yeah. Well, like we were discussing before this, the insurance costs alone to do this would be prohibitive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Barr and Hopkins, and then
Doug Barr, he was on Fall Guy.
Jared Martin and Donna Mills. So we are getting ready for the start of the tandem bike race, and let's have a look at the rest of the teams as we pan down the course. There they are, each of them 3 tandems for each network. And let's see if Donna Dixon and Sam Jones can ride like the wind. Whitey Herzog, our commissioner, with a good point of vantage. And getting ready now.
We left the beer tent for a few minutes to watch the tandem relay.
Watch closely. And Scott Baio has done the job, pushing off to give ABC a quick early lead. NBC second, CBS third.
Now I see why they had the women on the back of the tandems.
For ABC with Barr and Hopkins, and Hopkins staying low.
Yeah, but are you complaining?
To enhance
No.
the wind draft factor. And in the rear, NBC,
keep it on the track,
look at
Scott.
CBS pass NBC. Martin and Mills passing
Man,
Willard
NBC
and
sucks.
Oaks. And it'll be a fight between those two for the moment. But way out up front, that ABC team by itself. Remember, once around the track, and they've just done it. And the push-off, Stevens and Gillian for ABC. Redeveloping that huge lead, maybe even increasing it. And Pernell Roberts giving it everything he's got. And Sicking and Gilbert in third place for ABC.
Keep your head up, Melissa. He's got gas.
But
He's
it's
dead.
ABC off by itself. And now the push-off for Jones and Dixon. And let's see if they ride with the wind and like the wind. 2 laps this time.
What?
Lamas and Kennedy. The
Just roll
last
with it.
2 laps for CBS. And then for NBC, it's Mark Harmon and Tina Raines.
Not to
But
harp on it, but I mean,
ABC
like, talking about
off
the
by
low budget of this,
themselves.
I
A
was just
huge
thinking
lead.
today how
And
it would be,
riding, as
you know, a
Donna
bunch of
would have put it, and
quick
did
cuts, a
to
bunch of
Lee
stupid
Majors, riding
real
with the
stupid
wind.
commentary
They
back and
come
forth,
around
and
for the first
it
time,
just- I
but
don't
there's another lap
It'd be like-
yet to go. Nobody challenging.
it would just be a
them.
nervous-
Well, first they would have a
And
penalty
meanwhile,
for whoever
Harmon and
lost,
Raines
like
making
the
their
loser
move
gets a tattoo.
Lamas and
of
Kennedy
something.
and Harmon and
Have to eat
Raines
a
have
roach.
NBC
Yeah.
in second place, but far off in the distance. ABC almost off the track, but not off the track. And Harmon and Raines pedaling in unison, and yet using the wind draft factor.
Oh, they fucked up.
CBS, Lamas and Kennedy off the track. Poor Lamas in the wake of the obstacle
He's having a
course
bad
event.
day.
Still
Yeah,
another
he is.
injury, but ABC coming on in by themselves.
What do
in
you mean I have
first
to
place.
ride the damn bike? I
ABC
fucked my ankle
winning
up.
the tandem bike race, and with a game, a gallant effort. Harmon and Raines for NBC
That was like
second.
the slowest
But heaven knows, nobody
hello.
seriously hurt
slowest
for
crash I've ever
CBS,
seen.
and that's the key factor.
Almost like he
There
did it on
they
purpose
are,
so he wouldn't
the
have to ride
CBS
no more.
group, and they're all right. And now
I
in
don't know,
slow
you Chris can
motion,
hurt
we
yourself
look
a lot
at it
worse.
again. What a race it was.
His
It was
feet- his
raced
feet didn't hit the
beautifully.
pedal,
Now
see?
look at what happened to
Oh,
Lamas.
okay,
The left
all right,
foot,
yeah,
losing
all right.
the pedal, struggling to re-find it, but
Yeah,
not
yeah, and they
able
fucked
to.
it there, too.
And behind him, Mimi Kennedy, not quite
And
knowing how to
that's,
cope. And then
She knew
off
she was
the
getting
track,
ready- she knew they were
Lamas
getting ready to
with a
crash.
big knee bandage
It
in
just
the
felt
wake
like they
of
had
the
a big
obstacle course
lead
debacle.
on actually
Yet
going off, and it just
fortunately, neither of
felt
them
like he could have
seriously hurt.
nudged it a little bit to at least
Quick
keep it on the
from Donna
on the
Mills
flat
and
surface
Jared
instead of running up
Martin,
the hill.
and they walked off the scene.
Daddy fucked his knee
Thank
up again.
goodness, though they finished third in the event, it no longer seems serious and
But
doesn't
yeah,
now.
I remember bike
because
riding.
They did it.
I remember-
And a new record for
I haven't even looked at what bikes are like today. I have no idea if they have the nice plastic or rubber
2:48.
pedals. But, you know, we grew up back in the days, and it was fucking metal with spikes on it. When that shit came around to hit you in the calf,
I had it.
you fucking knew it.
Scott Baio captain of ABC, instructing his team on 2 things: how to take off.
The
and
only
how to
authority
pass the
position
baton.
he's ever
And
had
now,
in his
the start
entire
of
life.
The running relay. The first leg. Randy Oates, Mimi
Jesse
Kennedy,
enjoys talking to
Thelma
women about
Hopkins,
grabbing
and then the
rides
rest
and
of the team.
running with it.
Those listed in color working the 220-yard legs. And this should be a tremendous race. The gun, and they're off. And Randy Oates in the lead. But Mimi Kennedy of CBS holding together.
Oh, that's
closing in
that's
on
new
Randy.
skirt too.
Doesn't
Holy shit.
seem real.
Yeah.
Thelma Hopkins bringing up the rear and bringing it up
Great
very
form.
well, falling far behind. Randy Oates passes off to little Melissa Gilbert. Melissa running.
Little
like the
Melissa
wind.
Gilbert.
Tolbert in second and Dixon in
I
third.
like them little.
A distant third is Dixon because Tolbert is coming up on Melissa Gilbert, and the pass off from Tolbert to Tim Reed. Quickly,
I did
Tim
not
Reed
realize
to the
we
lead,
had African Americans on this team. They had
dominating
not
Fred
shown
Willard of
any
NBC.
colored people
Timmy Reed
until
of
this
CBS,
second.
and Sam
They
Jones
spent
of
no
ABC
time on the colored
trying to
people
make up
in this
ground. Remember,
program
this
at all.
is a 220-yard
Jesus, look at him go.
Timmy Reed out front. And
Tim Reed,
gaining on Willard is Sam
KRP
Jones.
Cincinnati.
Willard
Yeah.
is going
Yeah,
to
he was
fall
Venus.
behind
Venus
Meade.
flytrap.
And
The
there
only
goes
black guy on
Sam
WKRP.
Jones. And at the pass off, he gives it to Ann Jillian.
Oh, here goes
But
Gabe.
forget Ann Jillian.
Oh,
She's
great
matched
form,
against
Gabe.
Kaplan and
He runs like
Donna
Steven
Mills.
Seagal.
And look at Donna Mills hold a fought against Gabe Kaplan because Gabe, despite his bulk, can run. But Donna retained the lead. Fernell Roberts in front of Tina Raines. Look at Tina
Oh,
Raines
Howard.
pass him like he's standing still. And Andy Stevens driving from the rear. Andy
He is
Stevens
running hard.
passing Roberts. And now ABC is in second place. And so, for the anchor leg, it is Scott Bale trying to make up ground on Mark Harmon. But forget it. Mark Harmon, the great athlete that
Mark
he is,
Harmon.
making the turn, the 220-yard anchor leg. Scott Bale losing ground, if anything, to Mark Harmon. NBC wins the running relay.
Like him or hate him,
ABC is
Harmon
second.
can fucking run.
CBS becomes
Yeah,
I like
distant
Mark Harmon.
third.
I have always liked him too
Has
and stuff
grown
I've seen him in.
accustomed to the pace.
I've heard
There's
some
Mark Harmon with Randy Oates.
unsavory
with the
behind the
Beckers,
scenes
and
stuff on some of these shows.
Burnett.
Oh, really?
He is
That
ready
wouldn't
to
surprise me
pass
either.
out.
Well, like his head got too big or something, you know.
Well, that happens.
Network star.
On NCIS, after a number of years, I think like the original show creator had a belly full of them and he left.
Weight
really?
limitations for each team, 800
That's my
pounds.
understanding.
In point of
I
fact,
may be wrong, but it's my
ABC's
understanding.
team weighs 794, NBC's team 792. The differential inconsequential. Now let's meet the
I
teams
wrote
as you
that
look
down
at
beforehand.
Commissioner Whitey Herzog, poised and ready. And Scott Bale, the lead
Whitey,
man
so
for
glad to be
ABC,
here.
The team
I was getting ready to say the
captain,
same
the
thing.
lead man critical. And
He's only
then
thinking about the check
the
and you know it.
girls and Jillian putting everything she has to get ready into it. And Donna Dixon.
Well, okay,
Remember
Gabe
Kathy
Kaplan's
Lee
gonna be the
Crosby,
anchor.
Saul
He has to
Lindbergh,
be.
Doug Barr
With his
the
bulk,
call
yeah.
guy, the big body and the great strength. And then Sam Jones still trying to atone
is he? What was
for the
he in?
kayak debacle.
No clue.
Mark Harmon leading
crap.
off
I want to say
for
it's one of like the
NBC.
nighttime
Then
dramas.
Randy Oates with all that athletic ability to go with her beauty. Then Tina Raines, the sultry one, getting ready for the fray. Gabe Kaplan with the apparent bulk, but not the strength. And finally, Jim Sickler.
I like how they
They
did
are
shit
ready
on
to
him all
go
fucking show.
against
That's
each
great.
other. The only ones
love
wearing
it.
gloves, Harmon and Tina Raines. The key people, the anchor man and the lead man. And let's get ready.
I mean, you also know that they couldn't
About
get
to
away
blow
with
the
somebody with a
whistle.
personality
Object
like Cosell
to
because
draw that
he would
target,
get sued
that
over
round ring.
overall, the
over your
color
side.
commentary.
And you win the tug of war, and you win the battle of the network stars.
should got Don
Lee
Rickles to do
Majors
this.
with me.
Oh,
He's
God,
not
that would have been
through this,
great.
but he's
Yeah, it would've
about
been
to
awesome.
see it. At the
Well, it would have been
beginning,
even
the
more
two
awesome
sides
as if
pulling.
the tug of war was being
And
done
Andy
by all those old
Stevens
comics
trying
on
to
the
give
dais
a
on one of those
rhythm
celebrity
to the
roasts.
ABC team. But on the NBC
Don Rickles,
side,
Gene Martin,
as
Foster
Mark
Brooks.
Harmon digs in and gets the
Rose
needed
Little.
help from Gabe Kaplan.
Chris Little,
Look at
yeah.
the distorted
Or over a
face.
pit
It
full of
didn't take
alligators.
long.
That would have been good.
And look there at Doug Barr. Stevens hovering over them, giving the calls, trying to give the tempo, the rhythm. But as you look at that NBC team and you look at Jim Sicken, you know what the pain already is. ABC trailing with the edge in the very beginning. Buddy Herzog hovering over. And Kathy Lee Crosby.
And she did fuck her leg up. Look at that calf.
Oh, man.
The tempo, the rhythm with Thelma Hopkins. And look at Sam Jones. But Sam, the anchor man, maybe not in good position. Prostrate on the ground. Harmon testing the water with his gloves. Harmon keeping that foot implanted against the ledge of the pool. Bale, an apparently frail body, and yet so much strength lodged within it. He didn't grow up in Brooklyn for nothing.
Are they
In the
having to
Red
push him in the
Hook
water?
section, where he played stickball and all the rest, and never dreamed he'd be the
They've got to
lead
pull it
man
to
in
the end
tug
of the
war.
where the
Mark
flags are.
Again, that
And if that means people
lodged
get wet,
against
so
the
be it.
ledge, getting exhortation from the sidelines. Maud Adams in there. Kathy Lee Crosby in there.
He's not
Andy
doing
Stevens in there. At the moment, as Ann Gillian shows the pain, the agony, along with Donna Dixon. The two of them almost prostrate on the ground. Look at Randy.
Where
Oates.
we like them.
You have to go through this kind of thing to understand it. Fun, huh? Entertainers, huh? Yes, but not in a competition like this. Now, in the truest sense of the word, they're all winners as ABC
thing is, though,
continues to enjoy
They
the
still pay
edge.
people
And
to
there
just
is
incessantly
Sam
blast
Jones.
like
Now,
Coach Sam
up
is
on
doing
his feet,
right now.
trying to get leverage
Yeah.
and to exert that leverage.
That's the job.
The
Just
anchor
got to
man,
keep talking.
knowing he's the key. But
Can't have dead air.
Grimly hanging on with
It's
Randy
dead
Oates
air.
and
They changed the
Tina
channel.
Raines behind him.
Yeah.
And the
Well, it's just,
anchor
you know,
man, Jim
it's just
Sicken.
a lot of
They
talking,
work,
just no
and they work,
personality.
And they pull, and they
I mean, he's
pull,
got,
and the
Cosell,
glamour is
I mean,
no longer
love him or
there.
hate him,
Somehow
he
it
does
has
have
vanished.
he does have
There
a
is only
personality
sweat.
about him.
Yeah,
Oh
not like
my God. I now know what James Sam J. Jones is in that I know.
The kid
What's
He was
that?
in the 1980 Flash
and
Gordon.
look at that NBC
Oh, wow.
team.
He
Gabe
was
Kaplan
Flash Gordon.
in
Flash
front of
Gordon. He
Jim
was Flash
Sicken.
Gordon.
Oh, wow.
The two of them holding on, and there, the ABC women now lying on their sides, and NBC
He's
holding
like,
on and may be ready to make
he's
a
into like
move.
professional security
Somehow,
now.
This NBC
Oh, really?
team
That's a
is
strange
bringing
career change,
The
but-
early edge to
I mean, like,
ABC,
he's a
but
big
NBC
fucking beefy
now,
dude now.
with
Runs around with guns, does
exhortations
professional
from the
security, all that
sidelines,
stuff.
beginning to get somewhere. No, ABC quickly coming back. Quickly, Doug Barr. Look at him.
You know, it
This
wouldn't have hurt
great
to have this
man
edited
in
a
full
little bit.
guns with a firm body. But look, there, that's what I was talking about. NBC with a sudden move back in the chase. And this thing could go on forever. We are going
Yeah, that's
to
what it's
take a
doing.
Yeah, it sure has
break
already.
and pick up
Yeah, they're going for another commercial
NBC
break.
proves that it has a resiliency that was unexpected.
Yep.
Jesus. Gotta get our posters commercials
These people have been fighting all through the commercial break. Show them some respect.
We are back with the tug of war as it continues apace. NBC back in it with a sudden surge with Mark Harmon leading the way and Scott Bale leading the way for ABC, trying desperately to hold together. Andy Stevens and Kathy
What I'm
Lee
surprised at
Crosby
is they're not wearing gloves.
Enthusiastically, animatedly.
That roof's gonna burn like shit.
On. Sam Jones up on his feet, trying to get new
Yeah, it will.
leverage.
Some of them do. I think lead dude on
Mark Harmon and Gabe
Harmon's got
Jim
gloves on.
Sicking. Mark Harmon with the gloves on, sensing, as he always
Thank you,
has
Howard.
in competitive arenas,
You're welcome.
that he has the edge now. And Randy Oates and Doug Barr of the great body out of the
Jesus,
Fall
those dudes have got to be tired.
feeling
Tired as hell.
fatigue. And look at Gabe Kaplan. So little left, except for this, except for verve, except for belief, except for desire. No, they're not professional athletes, none of them. But that's not
He's
what
not even
sport
doing
is
it.
really all about.
I guess you can't
What
do that
sport is
anymore.
about is the human spirit. And these people, actors, Lee Majors said, sure, but they're more than that. They're human beings, and they forsake the glamour, and they want the victory. But even if they lose, they are
want the
victors.
paycheck.
Melissa Gilbert leading the rhythmic charge with Maud Adams and with Fred Willard. Look at poor Donna Dixon. Look at the pain, and yet she goes on. Why would they do it?
Oh,
They
for
do
God's
it
sake.
because
For the money,
of
Howard,
the
for
human
the money.
spirit. This is very
Thing is,
special, ladies and
though,
gentlemen.
they
No
are
point
actually
spreads,
trying. I mean,
no
we're
odds,
making cynical
no
jokes,
who's
but
gonna win, what'll be
I
the
don't think
highest
these
score.
people are
Look at
actually
NBC
acting. I
as
think
they
they're
move
No, they're
genuinely
not.
trying.
They're not.
closer
They
to
are.
victory.
Genuinely
And
trying.
the girls on ABC, utterly prostrate.
And the women are
That
given just as
beautiful
much as the
woman,
men.
Donna Dixon, and not beautiful now, no. Filled with perspiration and with pain.
Dude,
And
come
look
on,
at
man. What the
spasm
fuck?
in Mark Harmon's left leg. Incredible. It wasn't like this in the Coliseum when he threw passes for UCLA. No, it wasn't this tough, but he's doing it this tough, here and now. And the battle goes on. And Tina
Okay.
Reeves,
Any day
that
now.
sultry one,
Yeah.
Lynn Ballou. But not now, just another girl working. And Doug Barr finding out how tough it can be. He came here for fun, and he's had a great time. But this, at this moment, isn't fun. And they're almost there. NBC is almost there. And the glove of Mark Harmon holding on. And Sam Jones may be used up.
I think
but
we're starting
what
to
a
get
great
demoralized.
effort by Sam. And Mark Harmon, sensing that he is almost there. And Randy Oates. And all of them on the NBC side. It is almost theirs. They can feel it. They can touch it. They have it. NBC has won the tug of war. They have won the battle of the network stars and sharing in the victory.
But they had some
Melissa
sore
Gilbert,
arms the
look
next
at
day after that.
Moore and
Yeah,
Jillian.
some torn up hands,
Look
just
at
like you
the
were saying.
tears. They hug one another on the NBC side. And why not? What is a winner? A winner is
NBC
one
won
as
despite
Mark
having
Harmon
Gabe Kaplan
proves
on their
himself.
team.
A winner is one who uses the
Brilliant.
human spirit, as Scott Baio did. Used up now. Let's talk quickly.
Used
to
up,
the
yeah,
winning
that's a
team
good-
as
good-
much as possible.
Washed up.
Woke him washed up, yeah.
Captain Kaplan, an extraordinary effort. My congratulations.
Great. You're just great. Oh, Howard, you're too old for this.
Stop it. Jim, you were great as anchor man.
Oh, thank you, Howard. Fantastic. I just felt the strength bring back. What I did, if you want to hear my game plan, is I just dug my heels in while they blew it all out the back, and as soon as I gave me a minute slack, I just back off.
Well, I want to tell you, that was the best tug of war I
could be
have
taken
seen
many
in all
ways.
12 minutes, 53 seconds. I'm glad you asked. Just a tremendous, tremendous effort. Randy Oates.
That's a long time to be
Well, I'll go to you,
doing
dear.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how you
The
survived.
endurance
You and
that
either,
these
Tina.
people put in
Both of them. Huh?
is hell
And
aching.
us to sit here and watch
Dig your
this.
feet in, Randy. Dig your feet in. My arms
True,
come out.
but-
She'd yell, and I feel her pull. And I thought, I can do that too.
Well, congratulations to all of you. Tina, great.
I remember doing a field day at school, and I was anchor on the tug of war, and I lost bad. And then my entire team took it out on me. Like, as fat as you are, you can't hold the damn rope. Literally, they were giving it to me for my son.
Standing here, Howard, with the ABC team who put up probably one
I can't
of the
blame him, but
most
in my own defense, I
exhibitions to stay in there for so long. Boy, Sam,
They were great. I let the pain take over. That was my fault.
how about it, Doug? A little tough for a forward.
A real down ball guy. Not much left. Back to the stunts. The easy world.
Scott, the team on his job.
They beat us out and out. We gave them a good fight.
Fair and
They
square.
deserved it.
What you saw here today, not what you read in the papers or hear on the air. What you saw here today is what sport is really all about. And it was pure entertainment, we hope, for all of you.
I mean, despite how sappy he's milking it here,
heart and guts that I've seen in a long time, and just myself saying,
and for
as
all,
an actor,
for all the
I'm
jokes
proud
that I'm making,
an actor, and these actors and actresses
at
really
least
did well.
they are
for us,
putting
I gotta
on
tell you.
for the public.
Did you see Donna Dixon's hands? Did you see the all those people's hands? I mean, that's tremendous.
Nobody knows what happens when the cameras go off and they're back in the rooms and shit.
Julian's hands already bandaged.
I mean, they put in a hell of a lot of effort. In a 12 fucking minute, almost a 13-minute tug of war.
And these sensitive
Christ.
I'll put it this way. There's more of a realism here than there would be today.
Oh, yeah. That was more realistic than any reality show that's on today.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's it.